Hey, 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 beautiful heart. What's vibing today? All right, let's jump into this. We are 24 hours out from a very intense supermoon. I do believe it's the last supermoon of 2022. We are on the flip side of the Lionsgate portal. So we're still under a lot of amazing cosmic energy. So let's dive in. Let's see what is going on for those of you that decided to take me up on that 72-hour bubble challenge. Let me know, how's it going as I try to prepare you adequately for this challenge, that anytime you set your heart and your mind on healing, making different choices, leveling up, altered ego and monkey mind is going to be right there trying to get your attention. This bubble was all about doing what you can to not give the old patterns, the old habits, the old thoughts, the old words any airtime. So how have you been doing with that? And guys, thank you. First, I love all of you, all of my subscribers, my followers. Just thank you so much for your energy, your support. It is an honor to be on this path with you. And for all of you guys who have been snagging my course, discovering the power of talking to yourselves and how to talk to yourselves, guys, that also comes with a bonus. And that's a bonus you need to register for so you can get access, which is to my my Cocoon membership. That membership, there is no commitment. It is a monthly month-to-month thing, so you can quit at any time. But for those of you that have not registered for the membership, that is a bonus for you tonight. I do, on Wednesdays and Sundays, I do live classes. And for the month of August, the topic is the cosmic hierarchy, ascended masters, cosmic beings, all of that good stuff. So for those of you who, over the last few days, who have purchased that course, in your email, you would have gotten a password and a registration link to register for the membership. Make sure you do that so you get that access tonight. You get to see, behind the scenes, what do we do over there? So yeah, looking forward to seeing you tonight. All right, so we're starting with peace, will, and boundaries. Then we have number 60, watchers, transpersonal. Number 20, feast of plenty, choices and their consequences. And number 5, closing door, completion. For the tarot, I'm looking at the 5 of Swords, the 9, what is this? The 9 of Wands in reverse, and King of Wands. Okay. Oops. And then we've got strength. So, okay. So yeah, look. We're starting off with, see how she's in this bubble of peace? This is that consciousness of peace. She is choosing that. That doesn't just happen. We have will in the middle. Yes, we all have free will. And it's through our free will that we make decisions about what we're going to accept and no longer accept on this journey. Check in with your free will. Where is it? What's it subscribing to? Because it's our free will With our free will, we either choose to react or respond. Boundaries. I've been hearing from many of you, and props to you guys who are putting up those boundaries. And guys, don't be fooled. We need to put up boundaries within ourselves, our own boundaries with our own altered ego and monkey mind, because the higher truth is that's who you're in competition with. You're not in competition with anybody outside of you. That's just the illusion. The competition is you with altered ego, because altered ego has been running the show, and now you're on this path. You have to use your free will to set these boundaries with yourself and other people, because when you do, and I know at first setting boundaries, there could be a wobble in that, because guess what? The moment you start setting up boundaries, those people, or even yourself, altered ego, who has been testing you or trying you or what have you, they come walking in like, oh yeah, you got some boundaries? I'm going to walk right through them. And it's like they get in this challenge to knock your boundaries down. The boundaries aren't about anybody else. It's about you. So when you get stronger in your boundaries, no is no, yes is yes, and staying within your integrity in your boundaries, that is where a lot of peace comes in. This is where you can start to move to the next level. This transpersonal card, you are alchemizing all of that old habit of lower vibrational stuff. Feast of plenty, choices and their consequences. Every choice has, I don't like using the word consequence, but every choice, there is an action. Part of this journey, when we're trying to move from human consciousness into Christ consciousness, we go from, in the Matrix, we are beings of cause and effect. That's the human consciousness. Christ consciousness is you are a being of cause and cause alone. Why is that different? Because when you're a being of Christ consciousness, you're coming from the higher power. You know the higher truths. You've transmuted the lower human consciousness stuff. You come from a place of essential harmlessness. You know that life is a boomerang, that what you put out comes right back to you. You are no longer willing to put out any lower vibrational thoughts or feelings, because you have learned the consequences of those actions, and you no longer want that. You are now making choices from a higher perspective, even if at this point in the journey, all you're saying is everything is working out for my highest good. For some of you at this point in the journey, for those of you that are still talking out of both sides of your mouth and justifying doing so, you are literally just justifying your consequences. It's all coming from altered ego, monkey mind, and pride. And that's what you need to close the door on. But when we stand in that pride and altered ego and justify all of that and deflect or point outside of us, we end up putting ourselves in the shadow over here of closing the door. We're hiding from the light. This is talking about using your free will to not think or worry about consequences or cause and effect, because all you're sending out is light, love, and positivity. Yes, I know it's difficult to send out light, love, and positivity when you're in the darkness and all hell's coming against you. But that's literally how you get out. All right, 5 of Swords, 9 of Wands in reverse, King of Wands, and Strength. So 5 of Swords with the 9 of Wands in reverse. This is telling me that you're not willing to engage in fighting and arguing and conflict. This is what you're setting boundaries around. This King of Wands energy, the King of Wands, he's an interesting guy. You know, there's a lot of different energy to the King of Wands. I mean, yes, he's the king that has the vision. He's the entrepreneur. He is the leader. He's like a natural born leader, very charismatic. This can talk about personal leadership, being the entrepreneur of your own life. He's also somebody who's very passionate. He's, you know, he's not a knight, so he's not running in with a goal and then runs out. He is more lasting, but if the King of Wands, if this energy is kind of what you're sitting in, and you need to make more boundaries because you're not where you want to be, whether that's in your career or your life. Think of your life as your business. You're the entrepreneur and you're the leader, and you still find yourself dipping and kind of entertaining arguments or whatever. That's what you are being called to move away from. And for some of you, it is going to take great strength to do that. Why? It's not that, you know, you're too hard of a case or it's too far gone. It's just about the habit. It's an old stubborn habit that you've tried to let go of, but you haven't been able to see the blind spots or how your thoughts, your subconscious thoughts, words and feelings are keeping you in that cycle. So yes, it is going to take your strength to close these doors, but you've got this. You absolutely can do this. You've got cosmic help all around you. Your cells are listening. What are you saying? I have to bring it back to that all the time. Yes, obviously, that is what I'm all about. That is what my business is. It is an ancient art of the ancient way. And when you really make that realization with your heart that, oh my God, everything I think and feel is being stored on my cells to play out in my life at a later date. So all of the stuff that's coming up now can be traced back to an inner dialogue you had in the past. So guess what? Changing your inner dialogue and your habits is what's going to get you out of it. Not somebody else coming along and, you know, writing you a check or holding your hand, telling you they love you, whatever. No. It's always you with you. No matter where you go, you will always be there. And until you roto-rooter the old dense thoughts and feelings, they're going to play out. You can't chase and receive at the same time. I think that came out yesterday. Might have been the day before. But that's needing to balance the masculine and feminine energies. Because you can't chase and receive at the same time. Balance spirituality and practicality. Let's get one more for the collective. Yep, your commitment is being tested. Okay, 2 fell out. So your commitment is being tested. Absolutely. and step out of your comfort zone. North Node. The North Node is in Taurus. It's going to be there for a little while. Taurus is about practicality, grounding. It's a very grounded sign. It's a very sensual sign. It is a sign of finance and abundance. You are being called to step out of your comfort zone. Enact your boundaries. Come from love. Avoid any conflict. Have the strength. Close the door to these cycles. You have to get out of your comfort zone to do it. Yes, you are being tested, but guess what? You're being tested and you have all the answers to beat the test. And it's about balance. All right, beautiful heart. As always, I am sending you oceans and oceans of love and support from my heart to yours. If you want to get in on the membership or get that course, How to Talk to Yourselves for Radical Transformation, all of that information is in the description box below. Namaste, Adonai, Adonai, Adonai. Bye-bye.